And if I don't tell him, then I risk him finding out. But I mean, like, that's not really going to happen because he lives in New Jersey and this guy lives in Georgetown. And they really don't know each other. They're literally from different parts, so they literally act different. But I don't know what to do.
You know, we cannot change like what you have done or what I have done. It's basically now changing things, you know, like, but the most important person in here, it's you. What do you want for your future? You know, like, you know, you're saying that this guy from New Year's is your soulmate, so
I know
mean,
what I want. I know what I want now. And it's definitely New Jersey guy. And with Georgetown guy, I mean, I was the reason why I led him on. So I don't know how to go about telling him that I don't want anything to do with him because I told him I was a lesbian, also bisexual, and I told him I was single. So how do I go about telling him that I'm in a relationship? Because I don't know if he'll get angry about it. Because I told him I wasn't ready for a relationship, and then out of nowhere, I'm already in one. Or maybe if I tell him that I was already in one, he'd get even more upset because then he'd know that I used him. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we're just doing a video.
Just make sure where you're sitting, just turn the chairs around and push them in and turn the lights off.
Turn the chairs around?
You know,
on this side?
No.
Oh, just push them in.
Yeah,
I can do that for you, no
okay.
problem.
And you guys enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too,
and
thank
I'll let
you.
Public safety know that you two are down here working on a presentation so that way they won't bother you.
Thank you. We'll be done in 20 minutes. You can let them know that one.
Listen, I'm here till 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay then.
So I ain't no rush.
Oh, thank you so much.
Public safety's here till 11 o'clock, so don't y'all worry about it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Right. But it's definitely New Jersey guy that I want. And Georgetown guy, I feel bad for him. And I wish him the best in the future. And I feel awful for what I did today. I just feel awful. And I knew that I shouldn't have. I kept telling myself over and over. But then again, it's like, it already happened. I'm already satisfied. So what more can I do about it? Like you said, you can't change the past. You can only move forward. Now, I don't plan on telling New Jersey guy. I'm never going to tell him. And that's okay because we've only been together for 3 months. And I know now how much he means to me. And it's sad that it took me to that level of cheating to figure out my decision. But I figured it out. I know who I want. Now I need to just start getting my life right. I need to start being more dedicated to God, to school, everything, you know. I just need to start focusing on what matters more before I started, you know, becoming this person.
I'm glad you figured out what you want to do now.
I'm glad too. Because before it was just killing me. Because it was like, do I really want to stay with this guy? Or, like, am I only with him because of the attention he gives me at the moment? And I realize it's attention. I live for attention, and I need to start learning to just live for myself, you know? Like, doing things on my own and giving myself attention. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna get over it. You know, I'm already over it. I'm not gonna be sleeping with anybody else for that matter. But I guess I mean, like, how do I describe it? I'm gonna be faithful to New Jersey guy, definitely. Cause I'm like, there's no one that I would rather want than him. And my curiosity, I mean, like, I can find the curiosity in his own pants. I don't know why. I guess the things that I was doing in that moment when I was hanging out with him could have influenced it. Actually, it definitely influenced it. But now I know. and I'm not gonna do it anymore.
So, a question for you. What's love for you? Did
Love?
you imagine yourself getting old with this guy of
Yup.
New Jersey?
Yo. I can see myself having his kids, walking down the aisle, saying I do, waking up in the morning to his little stank breath, showering with him, having our birthdays, celebrating our birthdays together, going on vacation together with the kids, dying together, or even if we're not dying together, but you get it. Growing old till we die together. I can see myself with him and only him. He's the only person that, well, he's not the only person because I have my family, but in relationship wise and love wise, he's the only one that literally makes my heart skip a beat. And even though he was not giving me attention at that moment, I felt like I didn't love him. I guess it was just because, like, I don't know. It wasn't until, like, it wasn't until I realized that I was going to lose him that I realized that I wanted him more, which is why I kept going back. Why I messaged him.
So, how do you see your future?
I see my future. My future, at the moment with him, I'm just gonna be truthful with him. On Monday, when we talk through our relationship together and like what we're gonna do about it all, that'll be the new start for us. Monday will be the new start, if that makes any sense. So Monday, I'm planning on making that our anniversary because that's the day when we will make up. I pray. That's the day when we will come together and talk about everything that's literally upsetting the two of us. And then we can be together and start slow. Take everything slow. I'm not going to lie to him anymore. I'm just going to be very faithful. And I'm going to start going to church more, going to Bible study more often. Because it's like, I don't know. The way my life is going right now, I'm not really happy. Like, what I did today, I know I did it. I feel awful about it. And it's going to kill me time after time. But I'm going to get over it. So, yeah.
So, you're saying that you're waiting until Monday. So, how are you going to feel during the weekend, you know? Like,
I'm not really going to think about it at all. Because when I was having sex with him, I didn't think about anything. I just wanted it to be over with because, like I said, I already satisfied my curiosity, so I didn't care anymore. I'm not really going to think about it anymore. It happened. I'm moving on. I don't care about it. I feel like an awful person for cheating, but it already happened, and I'm going to make up for it.
is there anything you want to talk about? Oh, you also talk about your period.
Oh, yeah, my period. Yeah, that was back in 2016. Yeah, I got my period back. Yeah, I got it back. Oh, no, that was from him. Oh, wait. That's a whole nother story. I'm sorry. With New Jersey guy, I finally got my period. And
so, were you happy when you got your period?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. At the moment, I know I'm only 20 years old, but I'm ready to like start living my life, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm ready to get a job, find the man that I want, start having kids, and just like start living life because I don't really want to go out and party like those kids do. I don't really want to go out and do all that, go to the club or stuff. I just want to stay home with my husband and my kids and just like, so I was kind of bummed out because I was like, okay, at that moment, I'm not determined at all. So I think that by having a kid, that would push my determination because I would know that I need to take care of another person and not just me.
Mm-hmm.
So, my bad. So, I don't know. I was looking forward to having a kid because I felt like that would boost my motivation and probably bring me and New Jersey guy a little closer. And even if we, like, even if New Jersey didn't want to be with me at that moment, I didn't care because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At that moment, like, I for a while, all I thought about was having a kid and just, like, living life, and that's it, with no man. Just one kid, and that's it. I don't even care who gives it to me.
Does your family know this guy from New
Yeah.
Jersey?
Everybody in my family knows about him except for my parents. My parents, they're foreign, so if I tell them I have a boyfriend right now, they're gonna be like, you should be practicing your schoolwork and stuff like that. So they don't know I have a boyfriend, but everybody else knows about him.
So, well, I'm seeing what I heard that he's a nice guy. He have a job, and like he's there for you. He sounds a good guy.
He's a great guy. He just has a little problem with communication, and I have a really big problem with patience. But I'm gonna fix that. That's why I can't wait for Monday, so that we can lay everything on the table and, like, see if we can work everything out, because
So did you tell him that your period was here? What was his reaction? He was happy about it?
he was happy. He was happy, and I was like, doesn't really matter. I don't know. It sounds selfish of me for wanting a kid. Like, he's totally right. We're only 20 years old. He just turned 23, and I'm 20. Like, he lives with his mother. I live with my sister. We really weren't ready to take care of a kid at all. But I don't know. It's just like the fact that he told me to abort it after everything he told me about, like, being there for his kid and, like, wanting to grow up and stuff. Like, he led me on by telling me that he's ready to be a grown man. He told me he's a grown-ass man. He ain't no little boy. He behaves like a grown-ass man, and he just want to start a family. And so that's what I thought. So I was super happy. And then for him to just go into my face and tell me to abort it, and then, like, the way he started acting afterwards, it brought out a whole bunch of, like, a lot of his character, which is another reason why I was looking for attention otherwhere, why I was totally done with him, because he literally broke my heart. Because it was like, you don't know what could happen when somebody has an abortion. When someone gets an abortion, you don't know what kind, like, okay, especially, like, for me, I'm the woman. You don't know if in the future, by me aborting this, I could not have any more in the future, because I ruined my uterus and everything by going through with it. Or, like, the emotional effect it will have on me in the future. Like, I'm going to keep thinking about that abortion over and over again. And he didn't think about any of that. He was just thinking about himself. And I know that he was only thinking about himself because he was like, I'm still living with my mother and stuff like that. I don't know. I got over it. Because, he was right. But I already told him never to talk to me like that again, Like, if you're going to talk like that, then we just won't have sex until we're married or something. Yeah.
So does your family knows about this other guy? Your friend?
In New Jersey? I mean, Georgetown guy? No. No one knows about him.
Your friends?
My friends know about him, but not that, like, they just know he's a guy in New Jersey that I hang out with. I mean, he's a guy in Georgetown that I hang out with. That's it. But no one really knows who the heck he is. They don't even know his name.
How long you been going out with this guy, Georgetown guy?
3 weeks, a month. Hasn't been that long.
Do you think he's gonna be okay being just your friend?
At the moment, he keeps sending me messages and calls me until like yesterday. No, Monday afternoon, like Monday night, he called me just to tell me how much he appreciated me, and then he sent me a message and was like, he's so grateful that God placed me in his life. Yeah, I think that's gonna affect him very badly. Cause I already told him, and he still has trouble with it. Cause he called me sweetie, and then he tried to make up for it, and he was like, then again, I call everybody sweetie, but I've never heard him call anybody sweetie. Nah. And he's like, I call my sister that, I call my mother that, and I'm like, I've been around him when he's like been with his sister. He has never called his sister sweetie or his mother. So it's like he doesn't understand or some shit. I don't know what his problem is, but I'm not, of course I know what his problem is. I did that to him. I literally led him on, so I have no room to say that, but I feel awful for doing that. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know what more to do.
I think the truth is gonna hurt, but I think.
Do you think I should tell him that I have a boyfriend?
I mean, you're saying that you're gonna be truthful to your boyfriend, so I think you should
Be truthful to Georgetown guy too?
So by telling him that you have a boyfriend. I know.
But then he's gonna be like, why did you lead me on? And then what if he tries to find out who my boyfriend is and then like tell my boyfriend and then ruin everything? You know what? I probably will tell him. I'll tell a Georgetown guy. And if he wants to be my friend, then okay. And if he doesn't, then okay. You're right. Because if I tell Georgetown guy, I don't care what happens with Georgetown guy. Like, if his feelings get hurt at the end, I feel bad about it, but he had to know, and I don't have any feelings for him. So therefore, if he knows and his feelings get hurt, I apologize, but at least he will have known that I did not have any feelings for him. And at least I will have been truthful with him. So that's one lie out of the way. Or should I just wait it off and then like maybe like in 2 months I'll tell him that I'm dating somebody or something. I don't know.
But I mean, but he's gonna be around.
Who?
By that time.
New Jersey?
The Georgetown guy.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about Georgetown guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be around you.
What do you mean?
Like, he's gonna call you.
Oh, you're right.
He's
so it's better that I
you.
tell him now.
Yeah, but.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell him now then. Alright?
I mean. Is there. Well, I'm happy that you figure out. I think it's better to take out what's in our chest so we can feel better. And I'm glad you did. Is there anything that you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it for today.
Alright, Denise. Thank you for coming today, and
Thank you so much, Zumy, for hearing me out.
alright. Goodbye.
Bye.